All right, y'all. We got one of y'all favorite segments of all time. We got Fan Friday.
They already got the all time. We've been doing it for 4 weeks.
All time. 'Cause, you know, this is where they get their shout outs. They get their appreciation. You know, this is what we get at. You know, this is where you build the community.
Actually, you're right, because I came up with this segment.
Maybe you did.
So this is another one for I'm the segment king up here. That's how we create competition. I bet we start getting more segments.
I bet we do.
We start doing, hey, I'm the segment king. I made this one, no cap or no cap.
I got one for next week. I can't wait for it.
See, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
This one's from Rocco. He said, do you think the league is headed in a more defensive mindset with all the teams being great defenses and the best prospect being an incredible defender?
Who's the best prospect?
Darren Peterson.
Oh, I thought you meant somebody from this class.
Oh, no, because Darren Peterson getting buckets.
So he's saying the Thompson twins, Wemby, Coop, Sarr, Darren Peterson, Chet.
Okay.
So he is putting Darren Peterson in there. Yeah. He's a more offensive player than me.
I think it's always been defensive oriented.
Boom. Yeah.
No team that we've ever seen as a contender has been a bad defensive team. And there's still really bad defensive teams out there. Yeah. We just care about the ones that play good defense because that's what ends up winning basketball games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I think he's also probably looking at the fact that it did look like it was going more three-point centric and like a dominant offensively.
Read those names again for me.
The Thompson twins.
Yep.
Wemby.
Shooter.
Cooper. Alex Sarr, Darren Peterson, Chet Holmgren.
Dang, Alex Sarr getting in those conversations. Shout out Alex Sarr, man. I didn't know he was in that same.
I agree with KB. Even in the early 2000s of me growing up, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan's, David Robinson's, Ron Artest at the time, Ben Wallace, the Detroit Pistons.
The best of the best, Kobe, Jordan. These were all defensive guys, DPOIs,
Dwight Howard.
So we've always been defensive-oriented. It just looks different now because the offense is also so damn good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's just so many threes being shot, so that way, like, the points are, like, inflated to, like, a whole nother level.
I think
3 points, pace,
Anthony Davis never won a Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
On the flip side of that, I think, again, though, teams will always look at offensive upside over defensive upside still, too.
I think maybe that's his conversation, is that they're not. Because Cooper Flagg was the number one overall pick, the Thompson twins. A lot of these guys are being drafted because of the defensive upside versus just being able. There's a lot more conversations.
I think we've always still had that too. From like Stanley Johnson.
Yeah.
It's like, we just need this offensive game to come around. And it never did. It just so happened that Amin Thompson and Sarr Thompson don't need their offensive game to be a 40% three-point shooter.
But when is the last time you've seen a guard, or in other decades, you've seen somebody like Trae Young be criticized so much because of the defensive? That used to just be like, oh, that guard can't whatever. Especially in like the 2000s, people wasn't caring if Steve Francis or Stephon Marbury were guarding. It's just like, no, they putting up points and assists, so let them rock. This is the first time where it's like these star players are so good, but a lot of people are turned off because there's a lack of defensive upside. So
I also think that the way teams play is just different, postseason-wise. Like, in early 2000s, are they hunting the worst defender on the court? Not really.
Yeah.
It was point guard versus point guard, shooting guard versus shooting guard.
Yeah, we have more matchup based.
Yeah, now it's like, oh, Trae Young's on the court, bring him into the action right here, right now.
We got a lot better scores, too, that they didn't need to
For sure. Yeah.
Kobe could just get whoever. Ron Artest, he got 35 for you.
It's a very good question, though, Rocco.
Next guy we got is from 37. He said, other than becoming a full-time podcaster, what has been your favorite part about doing podcasting?
Being able to spend time with my guys.
I was going to say, as corny as it is, just being with the guys.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's what it was about.
And all of the other relationships. Drew and what's this dude, the Christian?
Yeah, that guy right there.
You know what I mean? They are part of the bubble and ecosystem and things like that. And, the festivities. It's always good to travel with y'all, too.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Minute,
beyond just being with my friends and my guys, like, y'all traveled out. That was the first time I traveled out the country together.
Yep.
Like, I had to get my passport for that. We went down the whole California coast. Like, we did so much traveling that I would have done without it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I never done that travel.
My literal first flight ever was with y'all on our way to our first trip to New York
crazy.
as a podcast.
That road tripping in Cali was so crazy.
It was.
It was so fun. It was like, And it was so scenic too.
It was so scenic.
And
so
like-
scary once we got to the.
I still got all the
mountains and
videos and,
stuff. Ooh.
pictures and stuff, and we took that early morning walk along the beach.
Yeah.
You know
We went
the other
to
thing
Utah
too,
together.
that I
We
think,
went to
yeah,
Utah.
never thought I'd be in Utah. Charlotte is also was our first All-Star.
It was.
Very underrated city. Like I love those stories when people ask, "What's your favorite place to travel?" And it's like,
That's what
you
we
know,
had Zaxby's, right?
yeah, and Bojangles.
Bojangles, yeah.
I just
It's-
remember walking the entire downtown. in
and
like
it was
20
a
minutes.
3-minute walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. One underrated thing too, and just life in itself, it is a blessing to have friends with like the same schedule. Because we got so many other extended friends, and they work on Thursday, or they don't have the weekends free. I know if I ain't got nobody, y'all schedule will align with mine. Mike will be able to get on the game at the same time as me. We all get the same off days, and I can always count on having 3 of my friends relatively have the same type of flow schedule-wise as me. Because when you get older, it is hard to have all the friends on one accord, man.
Yeah. Next one we got is from Massey Burner.
Messi burner?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It doesn't say Messi. He spelled it weird. What young players have the chance to be their franchise's GOAT?
Oh my God. What young player?
Shea.
He's not. Is he considered a young player? He's
No, but I was
28
just
or
thinking about him
27?
yesterday.
Anthony Edwards.
But Anthony Edwards has a good one. I mean, Shea, yes, I
He
would
was,
agree.
yeah.
Yes, but I don't
He's
know
not
if he
young
classified as
anymore.
young anymore.
He was young. Once
Could
upon a time.
Jalen Johnson be the Hawks' GOAT? Who was the
No,
Hawks'
over
GOAT?
Dominique Wilkins?
Yeah, you're right.
Bob Pettit got a statue too, so I don't know.
It's tough. There's some heavy hitters out here who GOATs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
Cooper
about
Flag would have to be the best player ever because it's got
Hey.
Dirk.
Conker Nipple. Who to go over there in Hornets land?
Kemba Walker.
Kimber Walker.
Yeah.
He could take over
Alonzo
Kimber Walker.
Mourning.
You make 4 All-Star games, you're higher than Kimber Walker all of a sudden. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful. Shout out to Kimber. But like, you got to think about franchises like you can't say Khalil Ware because you got Dwayne Wade. You can't
Yeah.
say. I mean, you can't even say Tyrese Maxey, who's
And
a young
Luka's
player
so
that's
far
good,
behind the
you know?
8-ball.
It's
Luka
gotta
has
be-
no chance.
Good luck to anybody.
got no
Good luck to
chance.
anybody who's ever a Bull.
Yeah, no, for real. What about can Scotty Barnes get over Kalo?
No, because we got to get over Vince Carter.
Kalo's the GOAT.
Sure, but he has to get over Vince Carter.
In order to be in those conversations. That's what he's saying.
Whoever your GOAT is, he still would have to get over Vince Carter.
yeah.
I don't even know he can do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the postseason success could help him do that, but he got to get to the postseason. So that's tough though. I'm still thinking.
I don't have.
Could Hallie be the Pacer GOAT?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's possible. You got to think small markets, man.
he's not a young player though, but yeah.
He's 25, under 25 still.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
He don't feel like it.
It's because he just went to the finals. He was really good.
He just add
Nah,
age
it's
to
because he
you.
wasn't one and done, and he's already been in the league for
Yeah.
a bunch of years.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive when we did our 25 under, he was on that list. Maybe he's 25 exactly.
Okay.
Let's find out right now. While you ask the next question.
O'Sherian, he said if
He's
you
25. He'll be 26 February 29th.
I can't make that list next year, buddy.
if you could steal the play style of any NBA player, retired or current, who would you choose?
Just
For
me.
yourself? Yeah.
Kenny Beecham going to the YMCA to hoop. I've thought about this a lot in my life. I won't lie.
Any NBA player?
The answer for me is Isaiah Thomas. Because what am I going to do if I have Michael Jordan's ability at 5'7"?
Be dunking on people.
You could.
I
Yeah.
can do that with Isaiah, not dunking on people. Isaiah Thomas can dunk. Hell, I can almost dunk, and I'm who I am.
You know what? I was gonna say Steph Curry because then I just hit every shot, but I'm gonna say Kyrie because I just want to
Dang,
make people
he
look
took
like a
my-
fool
he
all
took my
damn
answer,
day,
man.
Like you just had literally toying with people on the court.
Yeah.
He took my answer.
Imagine Kyrie Irving just in an open gym.
Jamal
at the Y.
Crawford.
Okay.
Jamal
I just
Crawford.
want to sauce some people up. That's it.
Because their games just age well. It's not dependent on athleticism or anything like that. I could just always just get to it. So give me Jamal Crawford. And I didn't. From being completely transparent, I played nothing like these guys in my actual game.
So you
So
wanna-
it'd be
yeah.
fun for once to be able to
Right.
yeah.
Because you got to pick somebody a big fella. Because if I'm Isaiah Thomas, he Kyrie, he Jamal Crawford. We need somebody to grab a rebound or two.
I'll be LaMarcus Aldridge.
There we go. There we go. Because in your body, being LaMarcus Aldridge works at the YMCA because nobody's really as tall as you are at the YMCA.
Yeah.
So he can actually just get the rebound.
Just get the rebound. I mean, we may not have rebounds. Think about the players we just picked.
Yeah,
we
we
could pick
gotta
the
get
worst
the
NBA
defensive
player.
rebound.
We shoot 92% from the field.
Like the Harlem Globetrotters all of a sudden.
I'm out there hitting post phase over the right shoulder.
Because he wasn't doing that before.
Last one we got, he said, Real Rickard asks, what's the favorite part about being a parent, KB?
My favorite part about being a parent, watching daily progression.
I
It just
agree.
feels like 6 weeks ago she wasn't even talking in sentences. Now she's reading books.
He did a KG.
What do you do?
He just read past the word or the name. Remember KG's like, this it.
It's just the daily progression of it all. The newest baby just rolled over for the first time like 2 days ago.
That's cute.
It's just stuff like that. Watching them become full-time humans.